I'll just start this one off. Like, everybody already knows what's going on. I finally decided to pull a Cat 6 feed to my garage, which is behind that wall. And now it's the only place in my house with Cat 6. And this computer that I started on needs to go out there. Something needs to take advantage of that wire, and this is going to be it. A 2009 or 10, I can't remember, iMac that I upgraded the RAM and put a solid state in. It's still pretty slow and useless, but it'll make a nice garage computer. Here's a quick view of the network closet. It's a disaster right now, but it's a cold storage room. You can see here's the garage feed I pulled yesterday. It's not labeled yet, it's just a scrap piece I got from work. And then it goes out and up through here and follows the number 8 feed I brought to the garage. So here we are on the outside. You can see I haven't got around to fixing the silicone that I put around here when I pulled this feed, but there's the Cat 6 just kind of hanging out. Definitely not rated for that being outside, and it's not strapped yet either. It's just kind of free-aired behind the straps for this. Button goes in right there. Then on the inside, you'll see it comes in back there. If this phone will focus, there we go. And it comes down. Don't mind that breaker. It still works. It was free. And then down here, and that's where we're sitting right now, as it all falls down on me. And I'm thinking the computer is probably going to go here, where that big beer bottle is that just came with the garage. Hopefully somewhere there. And then I'll also need to add a network switch at some point so I can use different devices with that, but right now it'll just get brought up, over, and down there. Okay, now you can see the computer's in place somewhat. And I'll have to drill a hole through here to get the power cable down or add a plug. And I don't feel like splicing to that DX and adding a plug right now, so we're just going to drill a hole because I'm lazy. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall down because it's balanced on the Jetta right now. See, the phone was just sitting right there to get this shot of me in a very precarious situation. But first we're going to need some heat. Don't mind the fire alarm system. Maybe there'll be a video about that in the future. Crank this baby on. Okay, let's see what we got for tools back here so I don't get hit by the hatch. All the good stuff hiding in here. There's the drill, and the bits are in here. We're going to try and make it happen with this 3/8 inch normal drill bit and then a 7/8 step bit, or maybe my, I can't remember, this is 1 3/8 step bit, because my auger bit is inside and I am too lazy to go get it. I think we're going to put the hole back here somewhere. You can see this bench is just super sketchy. There's this 2x4 not even really held in by anything. Can't tell right now, but I'll just go through that right now. We'll make our first hole. I guess make sure there's nothing below there. Yeah, we're all good. Right about there. Oh shit, it's on hammer drill mode. Didn't change that last time I was using it. There we go. Oh, yeah, that is not held together very well at all. Finish the rest of it off camera and we'll get back to it in a minute. Well, it's ugly, but it works. I was planning on putting the other end, the IEC end, through the hole, but I forgot iMacs have that huge circular part on there. So I just decided to drill a bunch of nasty holes to fit the actual cord end through. And the beauty of that is you'll never see it back there. Unless you look here, but I'm sure I'll have garbage cluttering that up very shortly. I'm definitely going to need to add another plug over there for the computer, because I do not like this solution. You can see it hangs out, it's going to get caught on something, and it's taking up one of my 20 amp outlets on the front of here, which are currently fed by a number 10, because I got it for really cheap, and 15 amp breakers. No, this is not a lottery ticket center. Why would you think that? Now the cable has made its way over. I haven't strapped it yet. It's just kind of sitting there with the rest of the mess. And it comes down and right here. Oh, looks like my RG45 is getting a little messed up. And it's kind of a fight getting this thing working, as my crimping tool is not very good. So I had to crimp it when I tested it. 1, 2, and 3 weren't working. So I put it in the vise with another piece of the actual wire and crushed it in here. And that made it work. Tested all right on my homemade tester at least. Maybe I'll show that thing later if I remember. Now we just gotta plug it in, see if we get a network connection. I very quickly decided to get rid of the solution where it's plugged in here and drilled through, because I looked up and realized that I just had this open junction box, so it's got a plug on it temporarily. This was the old feed for the garage that came from the house before I added the sub panel with a proper 50 amp service, I guess. So while that's still in here, I can feed this until I decide to add a proper plug. Now that we're in, it's time to do a proper speed test. See what we've got. Oh wow, look at those speeds. So much speed. Super speed. Nobody's ever seen speeds that fast. Well, 158, that's actually faster than I've ever got in my house. Probably because this is the only Cat 6 run, although Cat 5 can handle better than that, so good upload too. Honestly not that good, but that's what we got. Now we'll do a quick video test and see. I've had some bad luck playing YouTube videos on this computer in the past. Looks like it's playing alright. Let's see what our settings are. 720p, yeah, I feel like at 1080 I didn't really get much luck. It's not really dropping frames, it's actually playing better than expected. Yeah, looks like the video is working not bad, so I'm going to be able to actually have a decent garage computer now, instead of using Wi-Fi from the house when I'm fixing all the problems on this. As a 2003 TDI, you know, there's bound to be lots of problems. See how much oil it's leaked. Looks like it's magically healed itself. Perfect. During a quick trip inside, I realized I forgot my tea that I intended to bring outside with me. Luckily, it can be heated up very quickly in my 240 volt kettle I brought back from the UK. Cut off the UK plug and just added a 250 volt 15 amp receptacle. And I had a split circuit plug here, so we just changed it over. And now I have water very quickly because this baby's 3,000 watts. Luckily, this is still warm and we don't need to make a new cup. On a side note, let's plug this into the car and see how it works now. The actual fan broke off on the inside from the spindle of the motor, so I glued it back on, and we'll see if it's going. I found it in my shed after moving, because I'd lost it all winter. I wasn't really driving this car much, because it doesn't make heat right now, but this would be helpful to have even now with the still sub-zero temperatures. Okay, let's get in here. Don't mind this. I'll leave it in first. E-brake doesn't really work, and this is all broken. But we'll plug her in and see if it's going to work for us. Come on, get in there. We got lights. Let's turn this on. Oh, it is definitely unbalanced now. It works. Are we actually getting any heat? We are. A little bit of heat. It's better than nothing. Maybe if I can find a new fan, I'll replace it. But for the time being, it does work. It doesn't smell very nice, and it sounds terrible. I wonder if that's the smell of the fan burning itself out, or this heating element. Oh, the aux lights for us to turn on the override for the motion. I guess that's the perfect place to end this video. See you next time. On a side note, for those wondering why I'm making videos again, I felt like it after not wanting to do it forever, so who knows how long this will last. Maybe it'll be 2, maybe I'll keep doing it for a while. Only time will tell until I run out of interest and start doing something else again. Now see you next time.